Hey everybody, Angelica, and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be watching episode 8 of season 4 of Fear the Walking Dead, No One's Gone, which I think that's going to play into Madison's whole saying where she tells people no one's gone until they're gone. Last episode we left off with, literally the last thing we left off was Morgan, Naomi, Al, and Charlie literally driving into the stadium, and that shit was over fucking run. Like, I know we saw how many trucks and stuff like showed up and everything. I don't think I was expecting as many fucking walkers in there. They must have been able to fit at least a couple dozen people inside of those trucks and shit, because that shit is over fucking run. And then we have yet to see Madison. We have yet to see Mr. Salazar. We see Madison in the flashbacks. We do not see her in the present. We haven't seen Mr. Salazar at all this season. This is now episode 8, and I'm curious if we're gonna see him at all this entire episode. I'm really, really, really excited to get into this episode. You know, tonight is totally, I'm really excited to, like, it's one of those nights where, like, I'm, not that I don't look forward to watching the show every other time that I watch it, but I think tonight, I'm just, like, after those last 2 episodes, I'm, like, it's kind of like how I felt after I watched episodes 15 to 16 of the last season. I'm, like, really, I feel like shit's just going to continue to pop off. Granted, episode 1 of season 4 didn't go off as much as I thought it would, but, hey, it is what it is. But I think episode 8 and 9 will continue to be like a continuation of what we've been seeing. So I'm really excited to see that. Don't forget, I'm going to keep this intro a little shorter because I already know. And if you've been following along at all, you know I'm a talker. So we'll be talking at the end. But don't forget, I do have Patreon. If you want to catch any of these videos full length and early access, down in the description below. But I think the best thing we can do is get into it. So let's just do it. Let's get it. Let's go. I'm trying to think of how they're going to play out the rest of this season with how it's gone. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really interested to see where they end up taking Madison's character, where they end up taking Alicia's character, Strand, Lucy. I still don't even understand how Lucy got here. Oh.
Hands where I can see them, don't turn around. I don't know you, but I saw your vehicle. Gives me a pretty good idea what you're capable of.
Is this before or after?
But that little meaningful click should give you an idea of exactly what I'm capable of. So toss me your keys.
Here you go. Not tossing shit.
Is that Al?
Fine.
Wait.
That was my dinner.
That wasn't an accident. I lost everything. I got nothing else to lose.
You think you've been through a lot?
Is this the present or the past? Oh my god! New intro. They got people sitting at a fire. They got Al's truck in the background, and I'm pretty sure that's John. I'm pretty sure it's different than the last one. I wonder if Madison ran into Al before Al ran into Morgan and John originally. You know what I mean? Like, maybe Madison left the compound right after shit popped off, and then from there, you know, she ran into somebody like Al, and then Al found them. That's interesting.
Can you get us any closer?
I'm noting that down right now, because that's interesting.
Get everything no matter what happens.
Maybe this isn't the time.
One day someone's gonna want to know what happened.
Do you think Al...
These aren't the keys.
I know. You were gonna shoot me, you would have done it already.
Oh, I hope you're right about that. You can just tell me where to look. Because the sooner I get them, the sooner you can start looking for a new ride.
What the fuck?
You know how many times I've been zip-tied?
Then tell me where the keys are.
What is this before or after?
What are these?
Not how this works.
But there are people out there who need me.
This must be after the stadium. It's gotta be.
I move around a lot, so whoever you're looking for, maybe I've talked to them. We can talk about a deal.
Your keys.
I tried to do this the nice way.
Al thought. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm a little confused. I'm assuming this is after the stadium. She met them first. She doesn't realize the person that she met is their mom. That they're looking for, that they think is dead. She doesn't realize that that's who Madison is. Wait, Madison stole the tapes? Huh? So was it after? I'm so confused. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm gonna feel like a dummy when I rewatch this.
I only have enough ammo for one go at this.
What are you on, Naomi?
Morgan, don't go out there.
The only person I like, 2 people. I only like 2 people in this truck right now.
I'm coming with you. I know where the infirmary is.
Oh my goodness.
I'll be right back.
Tell me to come looking for you.
Like, what's happening right now? This is the present, right? Like, what's happening in this moment with Naomi, Morgan, Al? This is the present. So, Al and Madison have to have been the past. But, like, how far in the past? I honestly don't know.
Hey, we're good in here. You good out there?
We're all right, but you need to hurry.
Oh my god.
Found us.
Oh my god. Is she gonna maybe see?
Come on, Nick. Alicia.
That's what I'm curious on. Is like, is this after Al sees Nick or not, and sees Alicia and Strand and videotapes them? I'm sure it'll get answered. I wonder if we're gonna see what happened with her at the stadium. You know what I mean? Like, what caused?
I remember me.
Oh, what? You're that obsessed with the tapes, Al? You're a weirdo. I'm not gonna lie. Kind of weird.
Everything better be there and it better be working.
It is.
Calm down.
Because you're gonna tell me your story.
I'm not gonna do shit. She's crazy with this shit. Like, tell me your story. I want to know your story. At least she's actually shooting and like fighting back and shit right now. I'm surprised.
Hey, Al.
The eye roll.
See how this ends? You can bring your camera.
This is not gonna go your way.
But I know how much ammo you have. What happened? I thought you just wanted a story.
I got later.
Onion.
Thought I'd mix it up today.
Like I said, onion.
Almost there.
We can get to the infirmary through the service corridor.
I got a better idea. It's John.
John?
Stop. I will. I'm not even in the mood for that right now.
I can't lose any more blood.
Fuck.
Johnny,
I'm trying to talk right now.
that's for her.
It's not gonna end like this.
It's okay. I used up my 9 lives a long time ago.
John better not die. I'm not playing around.
That's okay with me.
Stop.
As long as you do. You hear me?
I hate this show sometimes. Ah,
Stop running from people.
that's never gonna happen.
And Morgan, you help him do the same. Or not do it, I mean. I think you know what I mean.
John better not die. I'm not playing around. He better not die. I'm so nervous.
I knew it wouldn't end like this.
Ah!
What was that? Do you copy?
How'd you like that RPG?
Nice
God.
try, bitch. You're up against ballistic steel armor.
Nice try, bitch.
You wanna help me with this door?
Gosh.
This will be quicker if you talk.
I'm so confused in the timeline with this. Because Nick would have saw Madison's tape had this happened before Nick. You know what I mean? Because Nick watched the tapes.
You always put guns to people's heads to get what you want.
I'm sure it'll get answered. Ah, I'm impatient.
You haven't lost anyone you care about yet.
You lost someone you care about. Who was it?
Nosy.
Husband, boyfriend, kids.
Ugh.
What happened to your kids?
I didn't say anything about kids.
Didn't have to. Somebody do something to them? Or did they do something to you? Run away, maybe?
What does that matter? What does any of it matter?
Because it's the truth.
Okay. And?
Facts.
Okay, and?
Reality.
Okay, and?
Just admitting that.
God, I can't stand her. I really can't. Low-key. I like her aspects, some aspects of her, but...
We're connected by this single screwed up world.
Oh, who cares, though?
And that can change things.
Okay.
How?
Yeah, right, ow.
I've been doing this a long time.
Forcing people to tell the story?
I was in this little village, and there was this warlord. Thought he owned the place.
Okay.
He kept shaking people down for food, water, things they didn't have enough of to start with.
Okay.
No one on the outside gave a shit, and nobody in the village could talk about it. They were too scared. Till I talked one into talking about it. In the end, they didn't need the peacekeepers. They didn't need guns or air support because the truth was the Twisted Round didn't have the army he said he did. And suddenly the villagers weren't so afraid. They started standing up to him. The only thing he had going for him was the truth wasn't coming out. Until it did. I don't have the story you're looking for, but someone might be interested in yours one day.
Sure. I guess not if you say it like that. But Nick didn't see her story, so I don't understand.
I made them a promise about a place where they'd be safe. I wasn't able to keep it.
Don't hurt her. Why not?
Al, we're on the other side of the wall.
Tell her to come outside,
I'm so nervous, bro.
or she dies.
I don't like this side of Alicia and Fran Lucy.
She killed my brother. I'll do it.
She did. I don't condone this behavior, though. But at the same time, you can't blame them for feeling this vengeance, for feeling this rage, for wanting to do this. You know what I mean? Not that I condone it, I just understand why they're doing it.
It's safe. You can come out.
Ow!
Mind if I grab my camera?
You could decide how.
But she's
Oh,
not
I'm
in the mood right
definitely
now.
on their side. If you would have let me get close, I would have definitely punched you in the cooch.
It'll all be over soon.
No one has to die here.
Yeah, she does. Can you see her?
I'm so nervous. I can't
Alicia,
even explain to you. God!
What did you promise your kids? You don't have to give me.
I'm freaking out.
Then we'd find a place to live. Something that wasn't just walls. We had those. I was looking for a place where my kids wouldn't have to do what I did to you today.
Did you find it?
I thought I did.
Nah, you did. Just
What happened?
greedy motherfuckers came through and fucked you over. That's why. Ow! Oh my god! Ha! 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 Oh my god! Do something, Charlie! You can pop Nick like that, but you can't help out Al?
He needs you.
Crazy! Crazy!
No way you make it. Can you
Oh my
They do
goodness.
not want to kill me. You have to tell me what I need to do for John.
That's crazy that Alicia was trying to kill her that way. That's crazy as fuck. Vengeance is all she's thinking about. It's actually crazy. They're willing to die for it. Like 100%. They're suicidal for it.
Where did you get these?
A semi on Route 40.
What did you do with them?
I traded him for an interview.
Huh.
Hey!
I wonder if she's gonna look for Madison's fucking tape.
You knew her? What happened there doesn't matter.
What the fudge? Huh.
There are certain things you always remember about your kids, no matter how old they get.
I wonder if Madison left the group for like a mission or something
Camera.
and never came back.
We were renting this house in the mountains. It had these big windows overlooking the lake. One morning, a bird flew right into one of them, messed up its wing. May have been worse off inside. They named it Wilhelmina. for sure.
Oh. That's why she used that name. That makes sense.
Nursed her back to health. Took turns at night setting their alarm so they could get up and check on her. dug up bugs and worms, and gave it water from the night dropper. Went on for weeks. That damn bird just seemed to get worse. But they tried to feed it. They gave it water anyway. My son was such a sensitive little boy. My daughter just decided that bird was gonna live.
Interesting.
Every morning I got up just dreading what I was gonna find. And then one day as I walked down the hallway, I heard something chirping. Amina was flying around the living room. She lived because my kids didn't give up on her. Gave her a chance. There's not a whole lot of that left anymore.
No, there's not.
That's why I need to find a place where things will be different.
Her kids have always been like good souls.
Because that's still in my kids.
Wait, I wonder if this was after season 13. Season 3. Like before she found them after the water and everything. You know what I mean?
I can't imagine that part of them dying. I'll do whatever it takes to keep it alive.
Does it have a date or anything on there?
She never told me her name. The stadium. This was the place she was looking for.
So she met Madison like a long time ago. Like a year or so before she met them. Because episode 1 or 2 of this season, they had said it's been like 300 and something days at the diamond. So it'd been at least a year. Ah!
I'm just trying to help my friend.
You can after you step aside.
Morgan won't do that.
Morgan. I'm sorry. You already said that.
You don't understand.
No, I do. My mom's dead. Because of what you did.
You don't know that. What makes them say Madison is dead when they said my Naomi was dead and she's not dead? You know what I mean?
This is who you are. That there isn't any other way.
I said stop.
Let me save John. You can do whatever you want for that.
No, you don't get to save him.
God, I hate this side of Alicia. Yeah, this is not who she is.
You helped me.
I'm not that person anymore.
But you can't be. Just have to decide that you want to be.
Get out of my way.
Ah! Morgan,
You
stop.
die for her?
He would die for the principle of it, not necessarily for Naomi.
Die for her.
Well, I tried to get away. From people, from everything and everybody. I thought I had to. And somebody told me that I would end up with people again, but I didn't believe him. I didn't want to believe him.
Rick.
So I ran halfway across the country to prove him wrong.
I'm gonna do it. I have to.
Yeah, I am. Standing between your gun and somebody I just met.
Morgan.
Things can change.
This is a crazy scene to watch.
It is for me.
Look at him changing the souls of so many individuals. Morgan's such a good man. He truly is like one of the better men in the entire series.
I'm not dead.
In the Walking Dead universe. This is a good man.
Step aside for your brother. I will not step aside for you.
Ooh.
Whatever your mother wanted for you, it is still in you.
Yep. Tell her.
And I see it.
Yep. Ooh. Getting me teary-eyed, man. Oh my God, I'm so nervous.
It's okay.
At the end of the day, Madison's children, good souls. She raised some good kids.
Deal the deal. That's where you're heading.
No details, right?
Just want to figure out how far you're going. I know how much food to give you.
Oh, she gave her probably a
Got
couple of those
separated a couple
noodles.
weeks back. Trying to clear a big spot outside El Paso.
Okay, never mind.
Thought we could live there.
Like, they had already found each other beforehand.
Kids escaped. I barely got out after them. Never found each other since. What do I owe you? Said nothing's for free.
I got the story.
Down payment.
Yeah, no, I got the story.
Tell me the rest when you find them.
Alright, sure.
I move around a lot. Maybe we meet again. No tripwires.
I got a feeling that there's gonna be some things that this show is just gonna like glance over and not really explain. Like I think they're not gonna explain how Madison found the rest of the group after episode 16 of season 3. And I also don't think that they'll explain how Madison found Lucy. I don't think they'll explain how she rejoined the group. I think a couple of things will just not be explained. I think we'll just have to accept it as the show because I don't know how they'll squeeze it into the next 9 episodes. You know what I'm saying?
How is he?
They didn't know they were here.
Whoa, you care to tell us where you hit the MSG jackpot?
Ran into someone on the road who helped me out.
It says no added MSG actually. So you lucked out actually on the MSG. She found none. Actually, no added MSG. So that could mean there is MSG and they just didn't add extra. I could be looking into that wrong.
There, that's it.
So she did find the stadium.
Baseball stadium?
I still don't understand how she found Lucy though.
Big for us.
It's not just for us. I'm thinking that's why we haven't found a place that's worked yet. We were thinking too small.
You want to bring other people in?
Someone helped me when she didn't have to.
Wow.
I think it's time for us to do the same.
So she found inspiration from Al helping her out? Is that what I'm getting? Had an epiphany kind of moment, you know?
Why did Madison tell us about you?
I mean, she kind of did though.
I don't think she was exactly proud of the way we met.
What do you mean?
You mind telling me what happened to her?
You want the rest of my mom's story?
I mean, she is that nosy.
Pull over.
Well, anything you tell us is gonna be wrong. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, it's not. Whatever you tell us is incorrect because you were already wrong about what happened to Naomi. You literally told us Naomi died. You literally said Naomi was overrun in the stadium by walkers.
You okay?
I'm so confused why they were so wrong on that.
Thank you, Naomi.
June. My name is June. I didn't tell them my real name when they found me.
Oh my god.
Now you know.
It's gonna take me so long to get the fucking her name down.
Well, that's my favorite month.
Alright, John. Her real name's June. I can see myself sticking to Naomi for a little bit before I get the hang of June.
Tell me about that night.
Yeah, what happened?
My brother and I were in the parking lot with Mel.
Fuck Mel, bro.
We were surrounded.
Your mom probably went out to try to save you and got overrun by walkers. It's a very Madison thing to do, to try to go save her children. Or anybody that really needs the help.
We fought as hard as we could.
Oh my goodness.
They cleared a path for us. We just had to get to the stadium.
That was easier said than done. Madison told everyone to stay inside before we left.
She told them it was safe in there. It was safe in there.
She said the walls would hold, but they didn't believe her.
Oh, fuck.
They didn't have the same faith that she had in that place.
Not when they saw what they were up against.
So everybody ran off, it sounds like? Wow.
Before we got back to the gate, they opened it. They decided to run.
Wow.
Madison tried to stop them.
Cold dipped. Trucks of people left.
We couldn't get back to the stadium. We didn't have a card to escape in.
Mel took it.
He found me in the parking lot. They were closing in on me.
I can't fucking stand this show.
Saved
right
me.
now. The guy you guys risked your life for stole your.
What happened to everyone in the cars? The people that were trying to get away.
They didn't.
Just stupid. It literally made no sense they went out for Mel in the first place.
All the people she brought in, they were gonna die.
Got surrounded. They should have stayed in the fucking stadium.
I tried to talk them out of it. I believe the walls could hold. Because Madison did.
Okay, Naomi. Sure you did.
But I couldn't change their mind.
I don't know how much I believe that.
When they left, I went back to get supplies. I didn't want to leave. But I knew they were headed for trouble. And when I got back, it was too late. I ran until I couldn't run anymore.
You still ran. You still joined them.
That's what's shady.
We didn't see you. We thought you were still inside. We thought you died.
I thought you died. When they found me by the side of the road, I didn't think there was anywhere else to go.
You did what you thought you had to do.
None of us could get out of the parking lot. We couldn't get back to the stadium.
But Madison, she had another idea.
Sacrifice yourself? Oh my God, Madison.
When I realized what she was trying to do,
Stressed me out.
I tried to go back.
But there were too many of the dead.
He kept me from running after them. He saved my life.
That's why his hand got fucked up. Damn. Wow.
They follow her inside.
I don't believe for a second, for 1 second,
Let the dead inside.
that this is how Madison died. Not for 1 second.
So we could get away.
She tried to go through the tunnels, but there were still too many outside the gates for her to escape.
How do you know that? You weren't there.
So she locked herself in.
You literally don't know what happened the moment she got into the stadium. That's the thing. None of them know what happened the moment she stepped into the stadium. So it's a big question mark. I'm writing that right now on what happened to Madison. I'm writing that now. Where's Madison? Because no, the moment she stepped foot in the stadium, it's anybody's game of what happened.
I was afraid to lose this place because I thought you needed it to stay who you are right now. But you know it.
No one's gone until they're gone.
Oh man, I'm a little nervous though. Well, I don't think she died. I don't know how she gets out of this. Well, this is why they're all set on fire. What if Mr. Salazar just like somehow saved her? What a stupid guess.
It was never about the stadium.
She didn't die. I know that. That's why I'm not taking it serious. She didn't die.
It was about the people.
She didn't die.
It was about us.
I know I'm taken away from the moment right now. I am. I just know she didn't die. Like, it's one of those things where, like, the way a death's written, she didn't die.
That's why my mom gave up her life.
So they could live.
So we could live. So I could live.
Like, I get why they think she died. You know what I mean? 1000% I get why they think she died. She just didn't die. That just didn't happen. A bad bitch like that, a hard ass like that, no way. No way. She got another 2-3 more seasons in her before she go out. 1000%. 1000%. 2 or 3 more seasons before that bitch dies. A hard bitch like that? No way. No way. No way. No way. No way. And if the show, if she actually dies, if that's, like, she died, I can't excuse the writing. But I'm just gonna put it that she didn't die. That's what I'm gonna put it as. She just didn't die. It's just like a very, very, very misleading scene. Very misleading. They think they got me. They think they got me, but they didn't. They got the wrong one. Not me. I know that's not where Madison dies. No way, Jose. No. 4, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4 episodes? 4 episodes after her son dies? No fucking way. And her son dies a whack-ass way? No way, no way, no way, no way. No fucking way. No fucking way. No fucking way. That, a cup of noodles, I bet it's max. I bet it's so good. Look at Morgan finding a group of people. Finding his way in this world. I'm really curious though what they're gonna do with that shit. There's no way Madison died. No way. No way. So I wonder how they're gonna write that, how that's gonna go. I'm really curious how they're gonna try to explain that. How they're gonna try to. She didn't die. Madison didn't die. I know everyone, I'm literally writing right now that everyone thinks Madison died. And maybe, had I been watching this live, maybe if I was one of those people that were watching this episode weekly, as the seasons came out, as they aired, I could maybe believe she dies right there, right? I could maybe see that. Knowing there's 8 seasons? Knowing there's 8 seasons? No way she dies right there. And that would be the that would be the worst written death I have ever seen. If they try to look me in my eyeballs, look me dead in my fucking soul, and tell me Madison died like that. No. No fucking way. No fucking way. It's not even one where I'm like looking back on it and like sad and reminiscent. It's not a possibility. It's just not a thing. It's not a possibility. She did not die there. I know they try to have everybody cry. They had Strand, Lucy, Alicia crying. They had Naomi thinking she died. Morgan over there wiping a little tear. Madison did not die like that. Madison is a Rick. Alright? Madison is a Rick. And if they would not kill Rick off like that, they're not killing Madison off like that. No fucking way. No fucking way. So I'm really curious. Episode 8. I'm going to start a petition. Where's Mr. Salazar? What is with this show? Why do they do that? I understand the actor probably was doing shit and had a very strict, like, I can only be available for 3 episodes at a time, and then you won't see me for 6 episodes, and I'll be there for another episode, and then you won't see me for another 17 episodes. That's how I feel about Mr. Salazar's fucking character right now. And which is crazy because he's one of my favorite. I think it's nice that we're still seeing Nick. I think it's cool, even though it's very minimum how they're showing him, but he's still there. I think they're still trying to represent the story of what happened. I think it's fucking hilarious that Mel stole their fucking car. The man you went out of your way to go save, brought him back to your stadium, used your resources of medication, probably, gauzes, fucking towels, water, food. You wasted, in my opinion, your resources on Mel. Madison makes Mel leave because Madison's a reasonable ass bitch sometimes. As much as I don't always agree with her, I agree with that decision. She makes Mel leave. You're on your own. Nick and fucking Alicia. Oh, that's not right. That's not who we are. That's not who we are. So they go save Mel. They go bring him back. Mel's with us. Again. On our way back from saving this motherfucker. His brother had a shitload of walkers overrun your stadium, overrun the parking lot, overrun all of the cars that were trying to leave. Mel gets out of the car, or does he get out of a car and steals a new one, or does he steal the one they're already in? I don't know what it is, but Mel steals a car, right? Mel, the man you just wasted all your resources and time to save, takes the car, right? Takes the car. And now your mom has to go into a fucking stadium with a flare and lead all these walkers into the stadium and sacrifice herself because y'all want to be heroes. Because y'all want to be heroes, right? Because y'all want to save damsels in distress. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. A lot of what happened in the way that it happened because we went to go save Mel. The brother of the man who's doing this. We went to go save the man who's been stealing and scavenging all of the areas for food so we can't get to it first. So he's starving us out to the point that we leave. And this is the man we went to go save. I'm sorry if it's just me, but the disconnect, it's really not fucking there. And it's so hard for me to sympathize with Alicia at all. I sympathize with her brother's death and the anger she has with Charlie. That I sympathize with. But it's hard for me to, like, sympathize with some of the, like, what happened with her mom, what happened with the stadium, what happened with everything when she was one of the ones fighting to go get Mel in the first place. Right? Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of, like, a little annoyed with the decisions of, like, some of the characters. And Naomi's whole thing, like, oh, I thought I was on the side of the road when they found me. I didn't think there was anywhere else to go. All right, sure, alrighty. I just can't stand how much she, like, just, like, flip-flops on what she's saying. Like, I'm sure she meant it. I'm sure she went back, or I'm sure, I know I was giving her shit, but I'm sure she meant that she believed in Madison. Oh, you know what? No, I take it back. The reason I take it back, because I was going to give her the benefit of the doubt in that moment right there. But then I remembered the conversation where she had with Madison, where she was trying to convince Madison to leave. She literally told Madison we should go. Take his offer. And Madison said no. Madison said, I'm staying here. So I take it back. June, Naomi, Laura, whatever the fuck your name is. Don't like you. Don't like Al. Don't like Strand. Alicia's a question mark right now. I just don't like what they're doing with her character right now. I'm not going to lie. But I also understand it's revenge, so I'm not giving her too hard of a time. You know what I mean? Where's Madison? Where's Mr. Salazar? And where are we going to go out with the rest of the story? That's really where I'm curious. Where are we going? Where are we going with the story? And I know that, like I said earlier, like I said during the reaction, they're not going to tell us how he found Lucy. They're not going to tell us where Nick and Mr. Salazar ran off to when he saved him from the bridge. They're not going to show Madison finding Strand, finding Alicia, finding Nick. They're not going to show us. I would be surprised, but I'm stamping it right now. They're not going to show us any of that. And I feel like they're just making the show accept it. Like, you figure it out on your own. We'll see. I might be pushing it. You know, we're only 8 episodes in. So maybe, you know, we have, you know, like what? 7, 8 episodes left. So, like, I'm curious to see where the rest of this goes. And then I feel like once we get to season 5, there's probably going to be a time jump. So I genuinely don't know how they're going to explain the last year and a half that we didn't. So it's been a year and a half from season 3, episode 16 to season 4, episode 2. A year and a half, at least. And they're just not going to explain a lot of what happened during that year, it sounds like. They could give us some kind of context, a little bit of conversation and stories here and there. But I want to know where Mr. Salazar left off, how Nick and Madison and Strand and everybody met up, how she saved all of them. I want to know those things. And I understand if it's not that important, or if the show doesn't have time to show everything, I get that. Then they should have did that differently so that I wouldn't have questions. You know what I mean? They should have made it where there were no questions for me to have. You know what I mean? They shouldn't have left it open-ended for me to be like, well, how did we all find each other in the first place? You know what I mean? Like, how did we all even get here? That's what I'm curious. You know, how did we get here from where we left off in season 3? Granted, I'm really enjoying this season. I really do like it. I feel like I'm getting a lot more questions than I am answers, which I don't have a problem with. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind that. It just has to be done tastefully. And I just don't know if they're doing it tastefully enough for me, but we'll see. I'm not pushing it too hard because it's still, like I said, it's still only the 8th episode. We're literally at the halfway mark of this season. So they have the next couple episodes to really like get me to be like, all right, I see where they were going with this. I see what they were planning. I see what their idea was. I think it's interesting that Madison met Al first during, it sounds like, a time before they had found the stadium. I think Naomi's real name, June, I think it's interesting that she finally told John the truth of who she really is and everything. Madison finding the stadium, everyone thinking Madison's dead, but when we don't really know what happened. And if I was like, I understand why they think that, but if I saw Naomi, I would start to automatically be hopeful, I feel, and I would start to think that maybe Madison's alive, you know what I mean? If Naomi could survive, that maybe Madison somehow made it out, possibly, depending how that went. And I'm curious too if we're gonna run into any other people from the stadium again, like if we'll see Cole again, or the couple from, you know, the husband and wife, like if we'll see anybody in that group again. And I'm so, oh my god, if Madison, it's not if Madison's alive, it's when we see Madison again, because Madison is alive. When we see Madison again, I'm very, 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 very curious how she's going to feel about Charlie being the one to kill Nick being dead. How Madison will feel about Al being there with the group and everything after the whole story that she told her, and Al kind of being an inspiration for Madison. It kind of seemed like to be like, she didn't have to help me, but she did anyways. Like, she could have just killed me right then and there, and she didn't kill me. Oh, shit, my computer. She didn't kill me, and I think that's inspirational. I think that's different. I've never met somebody who helped somebody like that, I think Madison was realizing. So I think she felt it upon herself to try to help other people, like the way Al helped her. So I think that's interesting, and I'm really interested to see how long, too. I'm also interested, too, to see how long we have Nick's character. Like, his actor, how long he, like, stayed on, to know how long he'll be in this show until we wrap up of when we'll last see him. If that's going to be intertwined with anything that we, like, need to see. You know what I mean? Like, I'm very curious on how that will all play out. But I think the best thing I can do, you know, I can chit-chat all day with this show, but I'm really excited to see where the rest of this season goes, where the rest of these next couple of episodes go. I'm interested to see how we wrap up with these characters, where the story is going to go. We have 4 more seasons. We have the rest of season 4. We have season 5, 6, 7, and 8. And where are we going to go with 4 more seasons? You know what I mean? I'm just so curious where this show is going to go. You know, when I was watching The Walking Dead, there's several things that happen throughout seasons and shit like that I would have never, ever in a million years expected to happen. So I can only imagine what's going to happen, and I'm going to have to do a video looking through my notes and shit as the seasons go on of how all the things that happened, everything that, like, you know, transpired, and everything that panned out, and how it all intertwined with what's already happening with this story and everything. I'm just really digging it. You know, I'm not really, my top character, like, you know, my top 5 characters kind of got fucked, I feel, this season, because this season's very, like, emotional. It's very raw. It's very, like, everybody's feelings are up here on the surface, bro. Like, vengeance, you know, revenge, anger, rage, you know, sadness, you know, like fucking grief. All of those emotions are what are on the surface, I feel, for like characters like Alicia and Strand and Lucy. So I feel like right now I don't like any of them. I don't agree with a lot of their decisions, but I also putting myself in their shoes. Who's to say I would be a likable person either? You know what I mean? Like, who's to know if I would be a likable person if I thought my mom was dead and my sibling had just got killed, and I'm over here trying to catch the guys who did me one, and they did my group wrong. My group, you know, fucking scattered. They're God knows where. All they have to live on in this moment for Lucy, Strand, and Alicia is revenge. They don't got nothing else to really, like, go for. Because the moment they get the revenge, after that, it's just wallow in their grief. You know, drown themselves in the sorrows of, like, losing Madison, losing Nick, losing the stadium, losing, you know, for Strand, losing Cole, for Alicia, losing, you know, her family, everybody she's, you know, ever known, Lucy losing a loved one. You know, all of that is what is driving these three characters, and I do understand that, I do. But watching this, I find myself only liking Morgan and John, which is crazy because I was fucking not trusting John with his candy and his weird ass tendencies that I just got weird flags from. But I realize now I was just being a judgmental ass bitch. John's cool and I'm the problem. So now I find myself really fucking with John and Morgan the most. I'm really interested to see where their characters go and their growth and how far we come with them. I really do still enjoy Madison. Madison will always be my bitch. Whether there's times where I don't agree with her or I do agree with her, she will always be that person for me. Like, I do enjoy her character. Her character is one of the more... Honestly, she is the most interesting person on the show. I think her perspective, how she views the world is interesting. Some of it, it's me. That's how I agree. It's how I look at the world. And the other parts of it, I'm like, oh, that couldn't be further from how I think or my viewpoint or how I view the world. So I think it's very interesting, the dynamic of my favorite characters list and who I like now, because I really just fuck with Mr. Salazar, and he's not even on the show. Mr. Salazar hasn't been in 8 episodes, and he's my favorite character still. So that just goes to show how I feel about the rest of the characters. Madison's probably my second favorite at this time. And no. Mr. Salazar, Morgan, John, Madison, Lucy, Alicia, and Strand. I don't even like Strand, but I'm just putting him on the bot last. He's last. I like Cole more than I like Strand. Let's just say that, all right? But Strand's also an interesting character, even if I don't enjoy him as a person. I think he brings a lot to the show as well. So I'm very interested to see where the rest of this season goes with these characters and how they choose to wrap up this storyline of where we're at now. You know what I'm saying? But don't forget, I know I mentioned in the beginning, but I'll mention in the end, I do have Patreon. If you want to catch any of these videos early and full link down in the description below. But until next time, y'all have a good one. Deuces.